20 episodes, that's crazy. I had no idea I will ever reach this when I started this project half a year ago. Sadly, as of this video, I only have footage for one more Iceland video before I have to go back to Iceland and record some more. But do not despair. That means that I can start on my Faroe Islands series instead, which I am very excited about. This particular episode is from Thorsmork, which is located in the southern part of Iceland. It will have a bit more of a vlogging style, because that's how I imagined it when I filmed it last summer, and I haven't really come up with the idea of this. So it will be different from the other episodes, but I hope you will still enjoy it. Thorsmork is a remote and isolated valley located in the southern part of Iceland. It is mainly known as a hiking destination. Forget everything about going here in small cars. You will have to cross several rivers or streams from the glaciers, and they can be pretty big. At least in one of the streams, I would call it a river. A small car would just be flushed away. It's impossible to get out here. So pay the money to go with the bus. It's in itself a very, very fun experience. It's a bumpy ride all out here for about an hour, but definitely worth it. Very fun. It's easy to both book and go with the bus, because it picks up people all the way from Reykjavik and all along the road in the different towns before it enters Thorsmork. If you don't want to go with the bus but want to have a special tour or so, there's a lot of opportunities for that too. It's simply just about searching the market for it. Photography wise, I haven't really planned anything for Thorsmork. It's the end of my trip here, and yeah, I kind of got what I came for. Now I'm just like exploring, and I have seen a few pictures from Thorsmork, which is the reason why I'm here, and I of course do have some ideas, but let's see how creative it's going to get. I know that there's some sharp rocks and cliffs on the hills, like the one up here. And that's the one we are currently trying to reach. And it's going to be a steep climb. So we climbed the mountain and we went a bit down on the other side. And this place is insane. Don't take one wrong step, and it's a long way down. But there's a lot of cool compositions up here. When you are at locations like these, it's a lot about working the composition. Over the years you get familiar and conscious about certain elements when you photograph. And these elements, of course, influence your decision making when you make new photographs. The camera is over there where I pointed. And I got myself as a silhouette and the rock just behind me. Even though there's at least 50 meters to the nearest rock, the perspective changes rather dramatically, actually, if you go just a meter up or down or to the right or to the left. So it is a bit of like playing around when you are in the situation. There is no formula for doing this in a perfect way, how you should always do it. On our second day, we went for a very long hike where I wanted to get deep into the bottom of the valley to a certain vantage point. On our way we got past some amazing vantage points, which of course made for some great photo opportunities. It's wonderful. It's hard to describe. Like, I keep saying amazing, I keep saying wonderful, I keep saying like all these words. It's rather hard to describe how awesome it looks up here, but you can see for yourself. Now, of course, imagine a silhouette figure up there where I was pointing, and use that as a foreground to show this epic, and this is an epic view. It is taken like straight out of Lord of the Rings. It's just absolutely beautiful. The entire hike was very physical demanding, but you do get rewarded with not just incredible vantage points and overlooks, but the details in the nature are also very fascinating, since this is basically one big volcano area. Just look at these rocks, it's like straight out of Mordor. It's amazing up here. And look up there. This place is... it's straight out of a fantasy novel, it's a fantasy movie, it's incredible. Not even, because in fantasy movies they just like make these things as fake rocks. Like, this is the real deal. This is here, like, incredible. After battling the raw nature, where we had to hike through a large area with tightly packed trees, where we desperately tried to find the trail which the map showed were there, but we couldn't locate, we finally got down to the bottom of the valley. From the bottom of the valley we could climb up onto the last vantage point, which were the final destination. An entire day of hiking, we've finally come to the place where the goal was. A gigantic view, beautiful view, over Thorsmork, and wow, we have the sun directly into the valley, so I'm actually shooting into the sun, and right now I'm shooting bracketed of 7, like a 6 hours hike shouldn't go to waste, so I want all the information I can get, and you can just like look at the view for a few seconds. It's absolutely beautiful. So yeah, doing a bit of verticals and doing a bit of horizontals, and that's about it. There's not much more to it, but enjoying the view. We wanted to follow the bottom of the valley home, but sadly the stream stopped that idea, so we had to go all the way back and go to the other side of the valley, and also there were streams which stopped us. So we had to climb up the mountain to find the official trail, which were very physical demanding. It wasn't dangerous, it just took a lot of time and a lot of stamina. Our entire hike lasted around 11 hours, so come prepared. Bring enough food and water, only carry the gear that you really need, and try as much as possible to stick to the trails, mainly to save your energy. During midsummer it doesn't get dark at night, so don't worry you'll be caught in the darkness, but do take care of yourself. In the case of Thorsmork, I would recommend a focal length of 24 to 200 mm. Hiking around Thorsmork, we started out here at the volcano huts. And we went up here on the first night on the small hiking route here. The second day we went on a long hike, walking up here and all the way over to Trollakirkja. Then we went over here for a nice view over the valley here. Then we went down here, crossed a lot of trees and bushes and so forth. It was a bit hard. Then we went over here and up here for a very, very nice view over the valley this way. And then we hiked all the way back. Going back and forth and so forth, when you are over here, you have to be very, very careful that you don't get caught down here in the valley, because you can't cross the streams everywhere. You have to get up again. Either walk over here or walk over here. At least that's our experience as per summer 2016, June 2016. But besides that, there's a lot of different spots to go over in Thorsmork, and we were only here for a couple of days. So definitely worth a visit. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I would very much like to hear your thoughts on the format of this video. Is it too much vlogging, or is it too little vlogging, or how do you find it at all? If you like the video, I would also appreciate a like. So, in the next episode, which will be the final Iceland episode for now, we will go to the legendary waterfall of Brúarfoss.